And that should move us all to desire a change of the ruling elites in this country. Because quite frankly, the ruling elites of this country have demonstrated that they're not fit to rule us, and they all need to be gotten rid of. All of them. And yeah, there you go.
Yesterday, an amazing event was held in London for the children. And I was on that event. There must have been between 5,000 and 10,000 people in front of Whitehall down by number 10 Downing Street. And being there, you can feel there's a change in the air, and we can feel that people are going to get prosecuted, and we've no doubt most of them are going to be Labour councils. But why has it taken people like Rupert Lowe and Tommy Robinson to light a fire under this government to get them to do what they've now done?
Yeah, it's because the reality is most of us now have started to free our minds from the BBC narrative.
Yeah.
Most of us now have started to free our minds from the mainstream lamestream media.
Yeah.
You know, and Sly News doesn't manage to convince us of their narrative anymore. The Biased Broadcasting Corporation doesn't manage to convince us of their narrative anymore. The fact of the matter is, things like X and Twitter has brought the news to us, and YouTube has brought the news to us in a direct, unfiltered, unedited way, and this has resulted in the rising up of working class communities who are freeing themselves from the Labour Party and are now organising themselves apart from the political mainstream and apart from the lamestream narrative that the sheeple follow. The result of that is that we are now having rebels in our political narrative. We've now got rebels in our political discourse that are disrupting the narrative. And long may it continue, because when our establishment decided that the rape of thousands of little girls was a price worth paying so that they could continue to do what they do and push their narrative about multiculturalism and push their narrative about inclusivity onto the world, then we need a rebellion against the liberal elites. And I'm very glad for Rupert Lowe, I'm very glad for Tommy Robinson, and I wish them the best of luck in what is a very just and noble crusade to bring justice for the rights of those children that we raped.
Right.
And until there are counsellors in prison, police officers in prison, child protection officers in prison, the actual rapists in prison, until there are MPs in prison, members of the civil service in prison, members of the Crown prosecution in prison, until those elites and judges themselves, and yes, some of the parents, then justice has not been done in this country.
As normal, Bob, thank you very much. And what are you going to be talking about today? Or you don't know yet?
Oh, I do know. I've got a lot to talk about today. So I need to find a cool spot to do it in.
Yeah, that way.
Right, guys. Anyone who wants to hear me talk, I'm going to go and stand in that little drop of shade over there.
Near the old Bill van.
Yeah, near the old Bill van. So I'm going over there to talk if you want to hear me talk on a bunch of stuff.
All right.